Have you ever found yourself setting limits to maybe the maximum number of days that you'll go without sleep, or maybe you have a limit to the minimum amount of hours that you must sleep at night, that you'll be okay, even if it's not enough right now during insomnia, but you still have that limit that you don't want to allow to go below? If so, this video is for you. So this is probably pretty much everyone has some level of a limit that you set on yourself. It's very common, especially in the beginning of your journey to overcoming insomnia. A lot of people do this. It is very common. I did it. It is actually your brain's safety center, trying to give you a sense of control and trying to make you feel a little more safe. Now, unfortunately, it can be problematic. So basically what happens is we tend to say, okay, I'm willing to, if right now it's okay that I have the occasional night of no sleep, but having 2 in a row, that's not okay. My limit is there. You drew your line in the sand for that one night. You're not willing to have 2 in a row, or maybe you're willing to have 2 but not 3, whatever it is for you. It could also be on hours. You're like, okay, I know I'm having trouble sleeping. I'm not sleeping a lot right now, but my minimum is 4 hours. If I have less than that, then that's not okay. That's my limit. Or maybe it's only 2 hours, or whatever it is for you. It's going to be different for absolutely everyone. And unfortunately, what this leads to, this is basically, like I already mentioned, a way to try to get a sense of control. It's a bit of the unwillingness to let go control. Now remember, insomnia happens from trying to control the uncontrollable. You can't control sleep. You can't control your insomnia, and the more you do, the more you're going to struggle with sleep. So the best thing to do is just notice when you're having these thoughts. Abandoning them is awesome if you can do that, but it may be scary to let go of that control. So the best thing to do is to give yourself some self-kindness in combination with understanding or awareness of when you're having the thoughts and what they're doing. The problem is when you are setting these limits, there's 3 problems. So first, at least the self-monitoring. So you're going to be watching to see if you're reaching your limit, if you're getting close to it, or anything like that. All this monitoring is going to create hyperarousal and put more tension on your sleep when we want to take attention away from it. So that's going to be the first problem. The second problem, it adds a lot of pressure. So as you're getting closer and closer to your limit, that pressure is increasing to sleep, and you're going to be increasing that hyperarousal. That is a big problem. And third, by having a sense of control, that means it can lead to effort. So if you're trying to control your sleep and you're setting this limit, as you reach the limit, that could mean you might intervene in some way to prevent yourself from going past the limit, if that makes sense. So you might be like, okay, I'm at my limit. I'm going to take pills. I'm going to do this, do whatever it is that you want to do, that you're having the desire to do, which of course you can't control sleep. Nothing can. So yes, abandoning the limits, of course, if that's not too scary. If it is, then just being aware of when it's happening. Giving yourself some self-kindness, because know that everyone does it. It is completely common. It is normal. We all do it. And just the more you understand how it can be problematic and just being aware of your thoughts, your brain will slowly start to release the attempt to control your sleep. It'll slowly release the desire to set these limits. So the more you're willing to accept these sleepless nights and hours, the more sleep you're slowly going to get. And if you look in the past, I bet you've had days where you've gone past that threshold, where you've gone past that limit and you've done just fine. So that's it. I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, post them below.